Leonard Takahashi, who's jumping in on the Vintech from Team Japan.
It's a big step at the deep end, I would say, Jimmy.
Very much so, the deep end. Yeah, but we'll see what happens when the gates open here. When the floodgates open, we'll be away.
And the breeze, as we sit here on the camera cat, backing to the predicted direction behind on the other side of the little trough, so dead set southerly now.
Have you just seen some funny stuff going on the camera? We've just got Chits up there doing some quick modifications for us. So don't panic if it's not your computer at home.
If that was the 5-minute gun, there's a few of these blokes going to be pressing to get here.
It's a pretty standard operation each week, steamer for them. 4 minutes.
So here we are, troops, and you know, not too many boats on the start line. Our cameras looking downwind at this point. But if we look at the line, we would again note not too much runway out to the port side, and so a bit of a challenge to be on the line and give yourself room to get onto port before you end up running out of wind under the Neilson Park shore. Breeze, and we're right next to the committee boat. Breeze here, what do you think, Steve? 18, 20, yeah?
Yeah, they're 18. I don't think we've got the 20 yet.
Not quite. And it can be predicted here for sure. A couple of boats are going to miss a start. Winning Appliances is too far upwind, coming down with a spinnaker up, but they're more than 3 minutes upwind of us. Vintech trying to bear away further up the track, also going to miss a start. And a little procession of starboard tackers here idling in. So maybe the Australia Day holiday for those of you offshore. Australia's National Day yesterday had a bit of dust, Jimmy. What do you think?
I'm sure there's going to be plenty of dust. Bucko, it'd be un-Australian not to, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah, even our Kiwi counterpart Chits on board would have had a little bit of dust on after Australia Day. It's rude not to celebrate it, I think.
Yep. More brown coming later. More wind later.
There goes the drone up in the air. We've got our usual crew here on board, Bucko. Pat on the Ronin, Chits back there, and Dylan flying the drone for us.
For some reason, the committee has gone to AP.
No spectator ferry.
And only half the starters, so...
Spectator ferry motoring furiously towards the start line, but ETA 8 minutes from Double Bay. I'm on the money, Jimmy, aren't I?
This time, yes.
Only once in my life, it's okay.
More Traveller and more twist here. What do you reckon, Bucko?
Traveller up, sheet off, thank you. Oh well, that will give a reprieve to those who were late.
Now that breeze is just backing off a little bit.
Yep. So
And
that's just the first press, Steve.
that's right, and it'll be like this for a little while, and then it'll kick again.
AP coming down, so it's 6 minutes to
So-
our go.
Yeah, the committee's made a good decision there. They've just the minimum AP really. Spectator ferries at full revolutions coming at us, and some of the guys who are late will be breathing a sigh of relief.
Well, our starting team are pretty professional these days. They've been doing it for some years, and good on them.
Tide, peak of the tide was a few minutes ago, ebbing all day, so should keep the water smoother than anticipated here at the corner at Neilson Park.
Two, one. There we go, 5 minutes. Just on the Noakes on the screen at the moment, just jiving around.
Here's a bit more pressure pressing in those steamer, isn't it?
Yep, coming back.
The water a little bit too hot for the wind to be fully stable yet, but we're seeing now what looks like not less than 14 and not more than 18 certainly.
Yep, I'd go along with that.
But pretty stable looking wind, looking upwind.
A relatively short line this week, Bucko, from last week. Well,
Yeah.
The week before.
As we would note though, mate, making the line longer wouldn't make any difference, would it?
no.
It's effectively constrained by the Nielsen Park Point on the left edge.
Yeah, we're just there where
4 minutes.
Smeg, I think it's Smeg on TV. Just basically where they are, probably another 5 boat lengths past them. That's where the breeze stops. So
Quite windy over here now. Asco just got a bear away done okay, so
and who's your pick for the day, Bucko?
I couldn't put enough money on with the fictional bookmaker put my house on the Smeg for the
house on
first
the
race
Smeg.
at least.
The Smeg did win the Lord Mayor's Cup yesterday.
I had a practice sale yesterday in the
6
Australia
of them,
Day
yeah,
rig.
6 of them went out and had a bit of a go. And Katie Love off the Lumix, she's sporting a nice little different shaped nose than what she started yesterday with from Mr. Nick Daly pumping the main after a jibe, and poor Katie forgot to duck.
The old elbow in the head.
Yeah.
Okay, so just under 3 minutes. Winning group here in front of us. Everybody probably going to be pretty cautious off the line in the rack up here. Nothing worse than being caught upwind of the start line when it unexpectedly freshens. Everybody on the right side though at the moment, and people, a fair bit of the fleet racked up with about 90 seconds to go. Sorry, 90 seconds sailing to the line, or a little more even for some of them. Everybody being conservative.
Which side do you think, Bucko, looking uphill, mate, do you think, where would you like to play?
I'd like to just execute cleanly.
Cleanly?
Start on starboard at the boat, tack on a port, and then worry about whatever turns up, mate.
Well, if that tide's starting to ebb, you certainly want to get across to the Steel Point and get that tide right underneath you all the way across here. So either side's going to work.
Yeah, it's just about execution in this
Yeah.
short course uprange format. And no point in pushing your luck on the left edge here at all, I don't think. Just a trap.
No,
Well,
I think you're right there. It's a big trap, isn't it?
It might look good, but it's a trap.
Well, the line to me certainly looks like if I was starting, I'd be next to the boat.
And we've got a friend here. And
One of the old secret men's or something, isn't it? With the little Aussie flag down the side.
I'm exactly sure what that is, but anyway. Just coming to 1 minute. And a big rack up, but the fleet will end up distributed to some degree.
1 minute.
And winning group on the leeward edge of the fleet. Asco coming back towards the windward side, tacking now.
Noakes looking like they're trying to own the boat, the start boat here, Bucko.
Yeah, Noakes mortgaging the committee boat, which is what we would have liked. Smeg also close to Noakes at the windward end. Very crowded for an 18-footer start at this present moment.
The boat there with no signage is Triple M.
And 20 seconds. No infringements yet that we can see. Plenty of work going on.
There's a bit of discussion going on between Elvie and Noakes there.
Yep.
Here you
10,
go. Triggers have been pulled.
5. Wow, they're close.
Wow.
You know,
No, individual flag is
Well.
getting deployed by... Is it?
Didn't hear the second
No,
buzzer,
all
indeed.
good.
No, all good.
Clear start.
They've decided. Smeg leads.
Yep.
Kitchen Maker second. Asco probably third.
The old man of the sea's in a good spot too. He can tack out of there and come this side anytime he likes.
Yep. Breeze just down a fraction and then more coming.
And Nakes, after owning the start boat there,
No, they
just getting forced to.
they got in a bit
They
of
got
bother.
rolled there, but yeah, they had to
Got in some
bail
bother.
out.
A bit of
Gotta
an
be a little
inside
more
lift
aggressive
really
on
on
that
these for these two boats here.
Yeah, Jimmy, they had the, you know, they got the bow up too high and had to back the jib. Lost their lane, effectively.
The Smeg and the Asco battling it out up ahead there.
Yeah, and the Asco been able to burn the Smeg off to some degree, but you'd think that the Smeg still can tack and cross the fleet from where he is.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Bing Lee first in on that steel point there to come out.
And he's got a bit of ducking to do. Wow. And he'll be tacked, so...
We left him off lightly. Finport there coming out as well. Fintex tack. They're going to have a bit of problem with the Asco, are they? So for mine, probably the Asco.
The Asco probably is leading, that is correct. Probably. But I've got a clean slot to tack in, so that's worked. But already you can see the water flowing, steamer ebb around this point, yeah? Yep.
The winning group just with a bit of a not so good tack there, right on steel point. Got the wheels back under the bus and you got water taxi just going, oh wow, what do these boats do?
Yeah, that's
Good job, Mr. Water Taxi.
not very intelligent, is it?
Water Taxi's
could have been.
uncombined.
Oh, and good pressure coming down out of the bay here now. Good 20 knots, looking upwind now. So this little trough line that we're seeing, you get to be stable, but the breeze up and down quite a bit. Now well up range.
Still very comfortable though, Bucko.
Oh, really?
No, absolutely. Mate, our tack just there was beautiful.
Yeah.
Steamer straight through, no problem.
Comfortable.
Nothing wrong with those knees of his.
Yeah, mate, no, that's right.
Just on the kitchen make, we've got the kitchen make here, they're just on a nice little lefty there, which Steamer was talking about before. Just got the bow up just right in there on steel point. We're just Lumix following them. Just going to drop down below the winning group just in case they do a
Anything.
no-look tack on me.
We'll have a look at the rig on the way past, Jimmy, eh? Jets to the
Yeah, we get Pat to just come around to the boat in front. The Vintec and Smeg have, I think, have stepped out a little bit, tacking out early there compared to the Asco. The Asco just seems to have a bit bow down.
Yep. Oh, steamer's having a problem. Hang on. Get that out of there. Sorry, we had to re-rig steamer a bit. He had got disturbed. So the winning group early back onto starboard, almost forced to do that. Too many starboard tackers to duck the lot. Up on the island shore, Vintec and Smeg.
And Bing Lee has forced Asco to, forced Asco to tack.
I think Lee
Bit
did all
rushed.
right there.
And I think that'll put the Smeg and Vintec first and second quite comfortably. There's just a bit of the old Master John Winnie Senior trucking along nicely there with Berger and Rollo in the boat with him.
Well, the pressure here where we are. Bloke's just getting towards nearly inside out with a little rig here now. So 20 knots in the pub. We're travelling with notes here on screen. Board packers across the Hill Bay. on the Yanu
Attacking.
attacking. Breeze has gone left here, so
Copy.
not too bad. He's gone into a little header. So Breeze not really stable yet in strength or direction, and we'd expect both of those to improve. And for those people inquiring, more brown clouds to the south, so expecting it to build. And it was, we took the wind readings from a bit further south, there was bits of 25 at Kurnell and Kiama, so we expect to see a mild build as the day goes here, but not too severe.
We're just bringing the drone in for the people at home so they know what we're doing. Just becomes a bit harder on days like today when real puffy to bring the drone in, so we sort of somewhat got to sit still and wait for it. And then we're clear to go. Get a little voice in my head through the headsets that tells me that I'm right to accelerate off once we get that drone in. We bring the drone in to change the batteries, and once change the batteries, Dylan will fire that thing back up and we'll see some of these 18s absolutely flying downhill in flat water here today.
So the Windward Mark, looking upwind here, the Windward Mark laid near the stern of a big, largish white moored pleasure ship.
I hope your house is rented, Bucko, and not you don't own it, mate, because I think Bing Lee's in the lead here.
That's okay, it's a 3-lapper, mate. Plenty of room and opportunity.
The Royal Oak Hotel, they're sailing quite well today. Like, it's going to be close between the Smeg and Bing Lee.
Yeah, there's not much in it.
I think Tommy Cloud on the Royal Oak today, so that will probably improve that team a little.
Well, I'm glad he's here today. He still owes me beers from last week for doing a favour for him early in the morning.
Okay.
Certain hammock.
So Bingley probably leading, Smeg second, Royal Oak third, Asco, Vintech fourth, fifth sort of.
Bing Lee looks like they're on the lay there.
Bingley going to lay, Smeg not laying, Smeg one more little port tacker. But that's probably how roughly you would have expected them to sort out.
Royal Oak with a bit of a kung fu attack under the Vintech.
Yes.
Smeg comfortably there in second at the moment.
Yep. There we go. The Bingley looking comfortable. And we did put them in sort of second line of favouritism pre-start, but
Well, they're again another crew that are constant each week at the moment. So I'm just actually going to motor forward a little bit just in case some of these boats have a bit of a issue. So first around, obviously Bing Lee. Second around is Smeg. Third around Vintech. Fourth is Royal Oak Hotel. Fifth Asco. Closely followed by Finport with Chris Draper, as earlier discussed. And who's he got with him? He's got, where are we? Neil Hunter and Fang Warren.
well, that's a great job from a scratch crew to be round, you know, in striking distance of the lead group, and
Last week's winner coming around now, winning group.
and they just had a very untidy approach to the Windward Mark, let me tell you. And big puff here, big pressure.
Marine Pittwater.
They've all got the bear away more or less, except the Marine. Oh.
And Yandu away inside Marine Pittwater there. Appliance online next around. I'm just trying to look for an exit so we can get running down there.
Jimmy, your boys on the Asco having a bit of a tough time. I think the Asco is going to leave us via a big skate. No, they got it going again.
I'm going to duck down here behind Noakes and we're going to go flying down to this bottom mark and see if we can catch up while we're watching Triple M. Just try and point directly at the mark, which isn't.
So, some execution issues there, but the Bing Lee is clean and
They're going.
off. Asco, sorry.
They've opened up the floodgates, mate.
Yep.
I know I'm a garage for rent in Fairlight, Bucko.
That's okay, they're still cheap in Fairlight.
Muggsy's watching. The Smeg on in behind the Smeg big cruise boat there.
Well, the Smeg trying to do a minimum dives here, so using the full width, I think, don't. So they may be able to just do a jibe drop into the right hand at the bottom gate, and that will save them. And the Bing Lee definitely has to do one more jibe.
We're doing every bit of 27 knots here trying to hang on to them.
You know, 0.9 of a mile in this wind speed is pretty compressed.
A few waves here, we'll be right. What do you reckon of our jive angle down here, Steamer? It's going alright, isn't it?
Great amount of pressure on the Nielsen Park side. So Bingley completed jibe leading the race, completed jibe into the bottom gate. And the snag looks like they've made up some yards here, Jones. See the snag is online, it would appear from the camera boat.
They're closer to the right-hand mark here, for a jive
Yeah,
drop.
and Bingley's overheated. Hasn't got the angle quite right. Yeah, good line of path. And the snake doing a very conservative drop at the bottom.
Smeg leads. There you
Well,
go, you're moving back into your house.
more or less. Vintech jibe drop. So the first three boats pretty coincident really. Smeg pretty conservative.
Smeg leads. What's Bingley going to do here, mate? Gonna round up, should probably let Royal Oak into second.
Yep.
Opened up a big lead here now because he's come to this leeward gate, and I reckon that was the favoured end.
Yeah, and he's judged it correctly. You know, he's done the minimum amount of jibe and done a conservative drop to get to the mark.
So a tie for second going around with Bingley and Royal Oak Hotel. In second, third, then Asco. Fourth, Vintech. Around next.
And let's see, I mean, you know, the front end of the peloton, if you like, here, guys struggling with timing and execution into the gate. The winning group doing a jibe drop.
Very low speed jive,
Oh.
which isn't a
No.
very good move normally.
So they get the dial up done pretty nicely actually, but
well, when you've got a crew like that, right, Bucko?
yeah, you'd hope so. But equally, you would hope you might have got the alignment a bit better on the
just
way
going
in.
in for a swim,
And
and
the
there's
There you go.
going
Touch
in
the
other
mark.
way.
That was called a dropping of the main sheet, I think, Jones.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah, Jimmy's killed him. We said nice dial up.
Yes, dialed up too far.
Yeah. Wow, quick rush and roll. Oh. So, here's the physical part of the sport here now. For everybody watching, let's get you know, the masthead into windward. You've got to get the masthead back on the right side. Effectively do it another quick swim and then get rolling again. It'll cost them about 1 minute, but it costs them quite a bit in terms of physical exertion.
Well, you wouldn't have mind early on, Bucko, with how hot it was,
No.
to go for a swim, but not during racing. Starting to climb our way back up through this leading group. Just here on Appliances Online, Brady Van Munster.
And they've got out of the peloton. I was talking with Brett before the race. He did say that he thought they were pretty quick with this rig. And Kurt Futuris and
Phil Marshall, mate.
Phil, so the regulation outfit here.
And Asco is in a world of trouble going for a swim off Steel Point.
Sorry,
Sure
not on
attack.
screen, guys, but
So,
and the Vintech time starting to struggle out on the right-hand side of the pitch here, inside out.
Smeg again, I think, has stepped out even further. They're just tacking in off Milk Bay.
So, Steve, one of the things that we see here, you know, the boats struggle a little bit when the wind gets up to 20. And, you know, you and I both been the beneficiaries of the days of 4 rigs where you could have the right sail. Whereas, you know, with two rigs which are sort of close ratio, the big rig, you know, 8 to 14 and the second rig 12 to 20, that they're presently constrained
Yeah, well,
to
it's
using.
been on.
Always going to be a bit of a challenge, isn't it?
That's right, and you know, once it gets any more than this, they're in survival mode really.
Yeah.
Gonna try and catch up to the Bing Lee here, Bucko, and get Pat to swing around onto the Bing Lee to see how this cross goes with the Smeg. See how this gauge is going. We've just got another spectator boat just going to join the fray. I don't think they're spectators, but
They're cowboys.
Cowboys. Smeg's across, but not by too much.
no.
But again, Jimmy, Smeg might be able to get to the Whipper Mark with one more tack, and breeze pressing in. So the aforementioned brown clouds have turned up, and breeze up above 20 now.
Yeah.
Looking here at, can we get on the Bing? We're on now on the Bing, so in the puff, just full main inversion. So breeze, but sailing well. Big Pete Harris on the main sheet.
Pete Harris is up the bow, mate.
Sorry, in the bow. What am I saying?
You got big Scotty Babbage on the sheet.
All right then.
From your stocker sheet here, mate, the little ones.
Oh well, the under 70 kilo shooting class.
Yes.
Scotty. Mate.
Scotty and you, that's it.
Tommy Cloud.
Oh, Tommy Cloud, there you go.
But you can't fatten thoroughbreds, mate, can you?
Thoroughbreds, give it up.
Give it up. So.
They're sailing well. It's a 2-horse race at the moment, but they're both sailing very fast.
Yeah.
So they've got to minimise their tax coming up here. That's going to be the number one thing.
Yeah. The Smeg didn't quite get over steam. You lost your other mic here, mate. Yep, that's better. Yep. This one here.
Bing Lee tacking there.
Hang on.
Yep. So just on the Bing Lee here, they're tacking back to come across. They're on board here, just coming across. And you have in the background, you see one of the famous Sydney seaplanes coming into landing up here in Rose Bay as well. It's not a plane falling out of the sky, they're intentionally coming down to land here in the water. And then Bing Lee, closely across the Royal Oak Hotel. I think the Smeg's opened up just a little bit there. So the Royal Oak Double Bay, we've got Avron Everett, Tommy Clout and Reece Goldsmith on there. Yeah, copy. And then Smeg and Bing Lee, real close cross again there, just off screen. And, just bringing the drone in, people, so give us a second, get that in. Drone's down and we're off.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
just picking up the Smeg there on screen. We've got a comfortable lead over Royal Oak Hotel by probably 10, 15 boat lengths, which this way to breeze probably, it's only not much. It's one bad tack really, Bucko, right?
Yeah, it's one execution error, and we see the Smeg here well up on the low line, but I think they'll just do what they did the last time down. They will do minimum jobs on the run, go all the way to the far shore, and it's now almost an attrition race at the moment, James, yeah?
Absolutely, and again, these two boats, the Smeg and the Bing Lee, Bucko, as we were saying, they're the solid crews. They've been crews for quite some time together this season, and that's where the guys start to really come together. Is they, the ones that sail together each week. This is what it really moulds these guys, because they know each other's movements in the boats. They understand each other. When you've got someone new in the boat, as great as a sailor they may be, it's just one little extra thing that you've got to deal with, and a great little bearaway there on the Smeg.
They've done well. The bearaway. Breeze just softened a little here now, and it's all coming now for the Royal Oak, so they're going to struggle to get the ball when the
Bing Lee. They got it away.
They got it.
Jeez.
The Royal Oak got an uprange puff, so just watch this, guys. This is pretty awkward. Jib's got to go up a long way. In the back of the bucket.
Boys just putting their feet in the back fruities there.
Not happening. Here they go.
It's a case of just being patient there, and you just don't throw it around the corner.
No, they did that well.
So Smeg leading, Bing Lee second, Royal Oak third. Appliances Online, Brady Van Munster up into fourth. Vintech, the big loser out of that one, coming up there, guys.
Yeah, they struggled a bit. They got in irons in attack, execution problems. You see the Royal Oak with Tommy Cloud stabilising the unit in the middle. They were nice and calm, but they would expect to get around and be nearer to the front than previously for this sort of width strength. So,
Yep.
but as you point out, Johnson, if the crew sail together, you don't have to verbalise anything much at all. It's all on autopilot. And not too much needs to be said. Unconscious understanding of what has to be and where everybody's feet has to be and how much everything goes off and how much goes on.
So Vintech just went around the top mark just then in so fifth. Sixth is going to be Ilvy. Seventh is going to be Winning Group after their swim down the bottom, guys.
But Smeg fully 2/3 of the way down the run. We're going to learn a little bit about the final approach now. They might end up setting up for a jive drop into the starboard hand mark. But anyway, we know that they've got enough planning in the setup, the minimum jive, but safe. Quite a bit of bumpy now in Rose Bay, mostly caused by spectator boats and very, very kind. The cold front as it presses through Sydney, all the people out Sunday head for home. And powerboat waits up plenty.
There's only one way to go home, isn't there, Bucko?
That's full noise.
Drone just down over the top of Bing Lee. So that gives you an idea. We gave them a, 20-second, 30-second head start. We're doing 7 miles an hour on this thing. We're struggling to hold on to them.
I think one of the things that comes out of today, from my point of view, would be that the race committee possibly should have been 2 times around in this first race, because it's going to be quite a while before that last boat comes across the line in the first race.
So both Big Lee and Smeg at the bottom mark completed drive and then comfortable and conservative one for both of them. Wow, and Smeg on the dial up, looking like they get plenty on when they dialed her up. They've done that pretty neatly.
Yeah, he's got a halyard problem.
He's got a twist in the jib,
Oh no, he's still got that halyard up. There it goes.
Yeah, we've got a
Oh no, they're gone.
Bing Lee gone.
Bing Lee gone.
Commentators curse got them, Jimmy, again.
I didn't mention it, Bucko, this time. You did, so
My bad.
So,
Pine taking some risk here.
Royal Oak going in square.
Running square. Nothing to go wrong there.
So,
But they get it done.
so this next lap of this course is purely just to get around so we can have another race. It's a bit of a shame we've actually got another leg of the course.
The Royal Oak around comfortably in second. And Appliances Online Appliances Online will come around in third. So, yeah, it's just part of that is, yeah, it's not bad management. It's just like it could be something as simple as a twist in a halyard. That's what caused
I
that
think it
for
was
them.
the halyard,
No,
yep.
it was the jib. The jib got inverted in the jive and the head of the spinning gear got stuck in the head of the jib.
Right.
Just a simple little error, but it's an error nonetheless, and a combination of things.
Have a look behind you, Bucko. What's coming down there? There's plenty on.
Plenty.com. So these guys have come with the breeze up one full notch here. Vintech and Ilby just working on survival now, in all reality. Vintech's done a good job.
Oh,
Ilby,
there it goes.
Huge.
Did I say working on survival?
And then up the course, we've got a big cruiser just moseying on through the course.
Vintech the wrong side of the bottom mark this time.
Well, I wouldn't have done that. They don't really. Well, I suppose they got to, but they can just head straight over to the other gate, correct?
Well, look, they've done a good job. They got the chute down. They didn't tip over. That will get them near the podium.
Well, that puts them into, what's that put them into? Into fourth.
I think.
And Bing Lee's back upright for those at home. And look at the winning group going around the bow of this cruiser. That just
Ventec a further error though. They haven't got down enough to get round. Oh yes, they have.
Yes, only just.
wouldn't be heading in on that wing.
I think they was a late call actually.
Okay. And a big powerboat just adding spice to facilities. Winning group being pretty conservative down here, but that was a good bit of puff they come down with on the G.
Yeah. 4, 5. Winning group around in 6. And I think our next boat that's going to be around is going to be the Kitchen Maker. They're currently the next boat upright coming downhill. There's a Charlie Grace just kindly moseys on through the course. Welcome to Sydney Harbour.
Yeah, it's might is right.
Yeah, so hello, hello, give them the royal wave, hello, peanuts. So next boat around, provided they keep it upright, is going to be the Kitchen Maker. Everyone on the Ilvy appears to be okay.
Kitchen Maker's in a nice conservative drop level, look. But they're coming with plenty on the face of the view here. So they're just saying, okay, we'll stay upright. We're not going to win the race, but we're not going to get past either. They've got coming down in there. They've got just every bit of 20 plus there on the face of the next little increase in pressure.
Yeah, well, as you were saying, Bucko, it's important for them to just be a little bit conservative, consolidate. You know, like a seventh's better than a DNF, right? So, you know, it's good boat management by Kitchen Maker. They were out during the week doing a bit of training and looked very comfortable out. Like, they were out, who else was out? Simon Noon was out on the Marine Pittwater, and the Asco were out having a bit of a training run.
Now, looking at the Ventec just going upwind across our bow here, they look like they've got some problem, pillar extension or trapeze wire. Skipper steering from the side of the boat. Not too efficient.
Yep. Yeah, got the Dalzotto just coming downwind, just trying to get out of his way of Captain Jack. So, Captain Jack Scruggs. He's definitely a guy, Bucko, that has impressed me this season overall. Like, you know, he's hanging in there. He's doing what he's got to do. You know, he's learning these boats.
Yeah, we did see a bit of it bouncing off the walls of the two-ball machine for a while there, but he's definitely, you know, got on a good improvement trajectory. Yeah.
Just got the winning group here with Ventec and Bing Lee in the background, so.
And the Pinport at the obligatory bar.
Just there on screen, you see Quality Marine Clothing of Ed Heritage just jibe into a nosedive.
One thing about 18, mate, there's always a possible new way to capsize, isn't there, mate?
Ah. So we're just going to try and, we're not going to go all the way up to the top mark here this time, guys. We're just going to go about halfway so we can try and hook up to the leaders and follow them on in. Just up off screen, just over to the left of what you're looking at home, guys, is the master of heavy wind sailing, John Winning, steamer, having a bit of a bath over here off Milk Bay.
Yeah, well, he's done that a few times, but he'll be right. We're just going past on our left here. This white cruiser is Richard Winning's old boat, Seal.
The Wolf.
Nice and shiny, Steve.
It's the lovely boat that Ian Perdriau rebuilt and lost sadly up at in the Northern Territory on an uncharted rock.
The rocks you hit are always uncharted, aren't they, mate? So here we are, we're with Iceland Line, and we're about halfway the feet. Smeg is approaching the windward mark, the race leader of the Smeg. Fair old amount of attrition on this lap, and the Royal Oak Four Pies is going to be second at the top mark. Appliance is going to be third.
The guys on appliances, like, I've known Brady for years, mate. He'll love this, bit of a blow. We love sending it.
Well, and mostly he stays upright, doesn't he? I mean, that's an important idea.
Key critical thing to do when you're sailing it. Is that right?
Now the Smeg got the barrelway done, coming towards the camera cat now. 4 lines comfortably lining up for the second as we anticipated. Smeg, good set, and now the Smeg will come at full noise towards us. Wow, look at that. Good pressure.
Yeah, that's airborne.
And we might travel down with them, Jimmy. Is that what we're planning?
I think that's the plan, is to travel down with the Smeg. Yep.
We're lucky to go that fast.
Just checking with our technical director, Michael Chitner. That's what he wants to do. So
Here we go, Jimmy. We've been
Here they go. Here they go. They're getting airborne.
Get the camera cat up to speed, otherwise we'll miss the bus.
I've got to look out for the Vintech coming at us.
Let's get the hammer down, son. Oh, that big lead.
And I've got the Bing Lee. I'm sort of trapped here in between two boats, which is all part of being the camera cat, trying to get in amongst it. And we're out of here. Let's chase the mighty smugglers.
Down to the water here. Power boat like so large. And these guys, pretty proficient bunch of not quite so young men. But,
They're just setting up here for a jibe. We'll see Bridgie go in. If I go through comfortably out, Mikey straight out on the water.
Yeah, beautiful work,
nice
boys.
little lull to do it in.
That's a champion crew in action there.
Well executed, steamer.
My word.
And on the way to the finish, I would say more or less. Finish line directly in front of the camera cat.
I just want one little extra puff to get right down there, don't they? Jumping off some waves there. Some camera cats turn to jump off some waves to get through them. We're at full noise trying to hang on to them here. If that's how they jibe, mate, I wouldn't be worried about jibing.
Oh, well done, boys. They are a brilliant crew, there's no doubt about it. And they've just proved it today in these conditions. They're the boat to beat in these conditions.
So on the fictitious bookkeeper, what sort of price would you put on him?
3.
Threes. There's a Smeg across the
There
line.
they
Take
are.
heat 3.
Well done for...
Back uphill. We're going to race up and try and pick up the second place boat coming down. There's 18-foot skiffs down all over the harbour. So is this, I think this is our next place boat here. Royal Oak Double Bay.
Correct.
So it was a masterclass in sailing from the Smeg there, right, steamer?
My word, I mean, that doesn't get much better than that.
So I'm hoping they play fair here, the Royal Oak, and they keep going this way. We'll jump onto the back of them.
Well, they've got one guy to complete their good work.
Aaron, Tommy and Reese. I just had to wait to get over a little wave there to perform that jibe. You don't want to jibe over the top of waves, especially like powerboat waves. So there's a Royal Oak Hotel Double Bay crossing the finish line in second. Sorry about the little bath the co-commentators are getting here. It's just sort of going around and around and around in circles, and then got the appliances online. Brett, Phil and Kurt coming home. Just got the camera swinging around. Keep coming around to your right, Pat. AOL
Full noise.
launching.
Lining, third, good third.
Nice, comfortable third.
Winning group done well to get back to fourth, but not looking particularly convincing, are they, Jimmy? Not quite at full riding moment on the wing, just...
No, but like they've only got to get through this line, Bucko. Like it's...
they might have been a bit strategic, yeah, you might be right.
They had a swim, don't forget.
Yeah, they did.
So that's a brilliant result to get back to fourth for the winning group. That'll still have them well in contention for this Aussie title.
Near the podium, on the podium.
Oh, definitely on the podium still. 2 races, heat 3. We had second race last week called off.
So they've got a 1 and a 4.
And next
So-
boat home, the Vintech.
The summary for the viewers: first 3 boats were the only 3 boats not to capsize, and what you're seeing now is the guys who are able to capsize and get going again reasonably. Looking at the Vintech here at absolute full blast, right? Skipper sitting in a bit conservative, and the big lead with who are
Bit of a tear in that Spinnaker, Bucko.
putting it in places it wasn't supposed to be, Jimmy.
Oh, that's right, the salt bath.
A little rip on the bottom. Little rip there on the bottom, but
The foot tape, no
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Not an important part of the Spinnaker, Bucko.
Not well loaded, no.
But yeah, it's sort of feel sorry for them with that swim, Bucko. You know, they were sailing exceptionally well. But that's sailing, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, that's yachting.
Yeah.
These guys are important.
And way off over in the distance at Point Piper, I think seeing the Lumix heading home. The tail a little bit between their legs. I think they've spent most of the time upside down. On the runaround, I did see the ASCO upside down for the viewers. They were down here behind the start and finish boat. There's that's them down off. Yep, sorry, just
Coming into the police boat,
say, but they're down off Clifton Gardens at the moment with Maritime down there assisting. Thank you. Yep. Brady Van Munster just goes past on the appliances online, just yelling at us, big rig. So, told you he loves these conditions, and yeah, he's a big smile from ear to ear on Bretty's face, which is great to see.
So who's this over here?
Marine Pitwater just at Jibe Swim, and our next boat home, it looks like, I'm not going to say their name, Bucko, but you can say who it is. They're just up here behind the staff boat. I don't want to give them the kiss.
In the kitchen business, how's that?
Correct. I don't want to give them the kiss of death.
He's alright, he's on the line, doesn't have to drive. He's got plenty on though.
He's looking great.
Absolutely awesome.
Just got casual sail through. So this yacht isn't the kitchen maker. The one behind it's the kitchen maker. So the yacht's just
Having a good day out.
yeah, their MH registration indicate they're heading directly back to their spot in the harbour where that boat might be kept. Do you think, Bucko?
We can give it some trip recommendations, but we're out of earshot, correct? No, all good.
What, more twist? They got plenty of twist.
Guys down the bottom here look like they're
Simplest one, Jimmy. How
having a
about
bit of
some
trouble.
So the ASCO is in a bit of trouble down there at Clifton Gardens for the viewers at home.
go and visit them, Jimmy, and just see what's going on?
We're just gonna, our technical director has told us we'll just head on down there and have a look. They're flopping the boat back up, right?
Oh, they're back going again.
Hopefully all the crew are safe on board.
They're not looking too convincing either, are they?
No, it's not looking too convincing, so let's just duck on over and have a quick PB. The next boat that's going to come through the finish line back there, Bucko, is I think the Ilby.
Fought a good fight to get there, so I'll be happy. They on the riding lever at least twice.
Yep. So the Asco appears to be upright and 3 crew look like they can be seen on board, which is a great sign.
Probably been an equipment problem. They were flopping around with no jib on last time I saw them when they were racing.
Very close to the rock in here, aren't they, Bucko?
Yeah. But they're able to tack, so that means that things are basically alright. That stands well at least.
Something wrong there with it. There we go, the jib's gone through.
Do you want to go back in? Close enough for some communication.
Just turning the USS Enterprise, otherwise known as the Appliances Online camera cat around. We've got Robbie Napper in the bottom of the boat there looking at doing something. The other boys are there. So you can see Trent sitting in the bottom of the boat with Doz. Not sure what it is Robbie's working on up in there.
But they're having to take some risk to fix it, whatever it is, because
Well, they got it, correct?
they're not in a comfortable mode at this moment.
No.
They're probably slowing down to avoid the ferry apart from everything else, but these boats don't heave too very well, do they, Stanner?
No, unfortunately.
Trying to-
No.
Just trying to find out off Doz what the caper is. What is it? The mast plate. So their mast plate is blowing up is what the issue is. So you better get Dougie to get it. But so I think that's the end of the Asco for the day. Unfortunately. So the mast plate's where the mast obviously sits in. It's a stainless fitting on the bottom of the boat there.
Might be calming, Jimmy, but in any event, I think they did a rush and roll, and that's the highest load circumstance on the mast that we understand.
Yeah, so we'll head off and head back and go back to what we're out here to do, and that's cover the sailing. But bad luck for the Asco and the Asco followers. Big positive though is they're all smiling on board, and I know it's probably their Aussies pretty much over, but at least they're all okay. That's the main thing. Last thing we want to see is injured crew. Yeah, just got the fresh water coming down, which I'm just going to let pass to the weather of us.
Yeah, Jimmy, I think they had a involuntary windward capsize thing under Nielsen Park in the lull, in the coffin corner, as we would call it.
Exactly what you and Stamo were talking about pre-races. There's only so far that you can push into there, and you get into a point where there's no, there's a little bit of undecided with the breeze. Like you get big lulls, you get big puffs. They load and unload the boat very quickly, and the crew's got to be quick to react to it. And an 18-foot skiff, it's a long way to run in and a run back out on the wings.
Quick to impossible if it gets, recycling air, which is going the other way.
Yeah. So
anyway,
they got 3 on wire there sailing. Who knows? I wouldn't be game to risk a rig.
I think, Jones, they might. There's a problem, and they might have a crack just to get a finish in, knowing that they might be able to, if they just stay upright and
Well, there's, as I said, there was a few boats heading home, so the way it works is it did not finish is better than did not start, right, for your overall points. So
that's also correct.
even if they hang around and just get the start done, even though they just start and head straight back to Double Bay, back to the clubhouse, that gets them a few extra points not on their scoreboard, which, you know, is, for those that don't know sailing, it's a low point score system, so you get a 1 for first, you get a 20th for 20th, so get 20 points for 20th, so, you know, if they can hang around, they get, I think the way it works is did not start is a, I think that equates to the number of, sorry, did not finish equates to the number of starters plus 1, and it did not start is the amount of entrants plus 1 by memory.
Yeah, well, it looks like you'll probably only get about 10 starters for this next race.
Yeah, the fleet,
If that.
the attrition in the fleet numbers is considerable. I think we'll have, maybe 12 to them, but certainly not any more than that.
And this is one of the problems with sprint racing in this much wind.
Yeah, if it was a full-length race, I mean, there'd be attrition, but you know, the cream would rise to the top.
Yeah,
even more so to some degree. As we noted, there was only 3 boats went around without being on the riding lever, and everybody would be going, okay, let's dial the risk down a bit if we can. The breeze not building anymore particularly.
No, that's it. That's max. But
probably, yeah, we'd expect that's max for the duration of the second race. Sort of the puffs are a little over 20, with just enough to put some doubt in the minds, particularly on the dial-up and the bear-away.
Chits is just showing the viewers at home that his belt's gone in one notch since Christmas. So so we're just cleaning the camera. What we're trialling today is we normally have a Perspex dome over the top of the camera.
So breeze moderating, the smeg coming at us. Wow.
Oh, up here on the smeg. Wow.
This unfortunately when you're waiting around for the second race to start, these conditions, this is when you relax a little bit, and that's when you capsize. That really. Hello, there's the gust of the day.
A new max right now.
So post-payment flags up, so that generally means it'll come down shortly.
Well,
A couple more minutes.
well, he might be looking at that gust. He could also say he could call it a day, couldn't he?
No, it's the new status.
Really?
No trouble. He's perhaps waiting for Noakes, but he doesn't have to do that under the planning instructions. Noakes might be just practicing. Don't know. Haven't kept track of that necessarily.
Well, he's certainly gone past the jibe, Mark.
Yeah, so he might be just getting low enough to get to the start without having to do too many more manoeuvres.
So the Sydney Harbour reader, guys, is reading about 24 knots at the moment. Sydney Airport's reading about 27.
Yeah.
So just having a quick look on the dog and bone. I don't think the Noakes is going to a finish. So they're going off down to Bradley's Head, but
Yeah, they're going. We're just watching off screen. The Noakes are getting below the start line, ready to get lined up for the next race, getting as far to lure as possible.
there's the AP down, so 6 minutes on that sound signal.
As we've mentioned, these boats, they're hard to get the bow down when it's uprange. So the safe place is downwind, and the dangerous place is upwind. In a certain sense, relative to the start line.
So is that a 3-lap signal there?
Same thing again, steamer. So
Wow.
it's course 6, which is Wimbledon.
They're really making it hard for the boys.
Yeah, I must admit, if I was a committee, I would have changed that to 2.
Yep. And this one also to 2,
Yeah.
because you're not going to prove anything really by going around.
I don't think so.
Minutes. So the ASCO appears for the viewers at home that they're hanging around. They're at least going to try and start this race. You've seen the little piece that Doz was trying to pass off to me. I wasn't game to get the camera cat in close to him while they were low speed like that. He was trying to hand off part of the mast steps, or the mast gate. But at least if they can start, that's a bonus for them. Again, Bucko, Steamer, who would you be putting the house on?
Well, I think you can't go past the winner of the first race. So
Yeah.
they're just a seasoned crew, and these conditions are perfect for them.
Yeah, Jimmy, I don't think we're going to see too much more wind. I think we've seen probably the peak for the afternoon at least.
Yep.
It's just a bit scary a minute ago when we saw the spec with the dial up in a puff. It was getting up towards 20, 24 knots. But looking at the fleet, you'd expect the Bingley might challenge at least for the lead here. This has been a good learning experience again for everybody to some degree. But the fleet really conservative now. Everybody just jogging, not doing anything at all.
As Steamer was alluding to earlier, like this is a, for the people that don't know, like when you're waiting around between races, it's the hardest part of your day, right, Steamer? Like at least when you're sailing, you go through the motions. It doesn't matter what you're sailing.
No,
But,
no, you tend to relax in between, and that's when it's dangerous.
And the boats don't heave too well at all. There's nothing you can do. You've got to be at 3/4 load, and
Well, you can't put the jib on the foredeck.
yeah, you can't put the jib on the deck or anything.
Their little drone going up in the air.
It's lovely to see Michael win that first race. He had a little bit of tragedy the other day, lost his mother after a long illness, and it's just great. I'm sure he dedicated that win to her, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again in the next race.
Yeah, you're right there, Steamer. You got a count on starters there, Bucko? Not many.
Can't count it past 10 to me. Okay.
Well, don't take those shoes off. I know you got new shoes, Bucko, but don't take them off.
I think we might be 11, subject to one boat presently on the riding lever.
Right.
So 1 minute 20. Fleet all racked up out to the windward side of the camera cat and the committee vessel.
And do you think those conditions, guys, do you think they were above, the boat or the rig's limitation there?
Just for 5% of the time.
Yeah.
So that's, and primarily the capsizes occurred in that, above 20 knot stuff. And
the couple of capsizes I seen, Bucko, they seem to, just jibe into the back of a spectator boat, or not a spectator boat, but a cruising boat, into the back of their wash, and doesn't matter what boat you're sailing, you never really want to be doing that.
yeah, and more wash. Sorry, viewers, 140. Sorry, coming to 130. Sorry now. Yeah, so same as ever, and bumpier in Rose Bay than we might have expected for that race with powerboat wash. And all the powerboats have gone home now, so the water's smoother than it was half an hour ago. So
Same sort of track you'd think today, this afternoon's race, Steamer?
Definitely, yeah, no, it hasn't varied one.
same
much at all.
thing. Smeg mortgaging the windward end. Noakes a little further down. Vintech a little bit ambitious, I think. That was 1 minute. Yeah. Everybody fairly careful. Boats a little bit too close together for my money, but they're handling it okay.
And the ASCO is here for the viewers at home. They're still here. Quality Marine Clothing is still out here. They're way down Clifton Gardens again.
The Vintech taking some rest they didn't need to take here. God almighty.
How long to go here, Bucko?
25.
We've got the shirtless army just going across the start line here, Bucko. They've just realised what's going on and turned away.
6. Oh, the Vintech. Oh. History. Clean start. And lovely start from the Smeg. Lovely start from the ASCO, in fact, as well. So they're not mucking around, Jimmy. They've decided to test the broken mast step.
Let's see if it's really required. You see Yandu just having a swim behind the start line. They have to take evasive action off the back of Vintech there when Vintech, I think the sheet hand dropped the dropped their main sheet just as the starting gun went.
Well, they did tack in the last minute, which is kind of forbidden, and they took unnecessary risk and they paid the price.
Seemed to have a bit of a magnet for us in the Vintech today. Hi, copy. Just got the drone coming down, so just pointing the USS Enterprise up into the wind. Make Dylan's job somewhat easier. So, chatting with Dylan, our drone operator beforehand, Bucko, was saying days like today, either got to be pointing directly up into the breeze or directly downhill. Like, yeah, look at the back of the mainsail on the ASCO, mate. There is a mast step issue.
Yeah, the whole rig, all the rig settings would be evacuated basically. So they'll do well just to get around in some reasonable order.
Well, I think even if they could sail around and even without putting a spinnaker up, they might still get a fifth or sixth. Like if they can keep the fins down.
Yep.
And you know, not a bad result really. Like I just hope that they look at the overall regatta management of it. And, you know, like those boys, like obviously Doz and Napa and Saab with them, one of 16 title or two of them with them. You know.
Yeah, I think the conditions were the top of the range for them to jump into an 18 today. That's hard yakka.
Yeah, she's a big star. But
You certainly don't need breakages.
still, I mean, and Trent's normally been the bowman and putting him in the middle, no loss, but just does change it down a fraction, I would suggest.
Well, the ASCO has tacked back, so they are going to race with whatever the issue is. Obviously, they don't think it's that terminal. They've probably done the sums as well as us guys.
We don't know which part. They might have put some rope lashing on it or something, but their rig settings didn't look right, but they're having a go, so good on them.
Close cross here with the appliances online in the Royal Oak.
Oh,
Oh,
And it's a naughty appliances online.
I think so.
So in that instance, for those viewers at home that aren't sailors, the Royal Oak there was on starboard, which is right away bait. Tommy Clout's now up, sort of having a bit of a say. So the crew's okay, that's one good thing.
That'll be right.
yeah, there's a few beers that they owe the boys when they get ashore.
That's 20 beers, that one's the...
Today's not the day that you want to be doing penalty turns, is it? Which penalty turn in these is a full tack, a bear away and a jibe. And looking at the appliances online, that's what they're just about to do.
Yep.
So we're going to go give them some room because I don't want to be part of that.
No,
And I don't think they want to be part of it.
no, they're not looking too comfortable either, mate.
No. So,
Oh, Jimmy,
I know.
fully wet.
Who's the forward end? Wasn't it Steamer? Steamer's the forward end? He's supposed to be
He's supposed
popping
to be
all these in
getting
the
wet.
face, not
No,
And
doing very well,
the
boys.
appliances online doing exactly what I said would happen.
Paying full price.
Paying full price plus interest.
Yep. But to be fair, the Oak guys should have probably done a little duck. It wasn't, the
Yes.
overlap wasn't big, and they could have just gone duck.
Well, that's one thing Dad taught us, and I think Dave Porter always sort of bumped into my head was, it's, even if you are the right of way bait being on the starboard, occasionally just a little duck, to get on the favoured side isn't going to hurt you.
Yeah, to avoid having to do a crash tack, which, as we've seen, led to issues.
all you do
Anyway.
is you just make sure you tell them that's one you owe us, and you'll get it back somewhere down the track.
Yeah.
So on the racetrack, Smeg leads, Bingley probably second. We're riding here with Noakes probably in third, having a better first beat than previously. Just got the kitchen maker going.
Yeah, got the kitchen maker, we're good.
We're good.
Yep.
Riding like Roy here with Noakes, they look pretty good and calm and steady. Didn't see what happened in the first race, but they were on the riding lever for quite a long time, so hopefully they can
Yep.
keep it intact this day.
So just going to duck behind my magnet boat, the Vintech, who's coming across. So
They're a magnet for you and for challenges, so we'll call them politely, eh?
Yeah, that's no drama for us. So, yeah, we like to try and get in nice and close for the viewers, so you know, can actually see what's going on inside these baits. And
The Vintech without good rig settings, they've too much sag. Got Lee Helm looking at the helmsman going upwind, so he's not a good day to be doing it. Here's a good pup coming. Looking at Noakes here, right inside out on the main hook. And the Asco just coming into shot, so in the race, but the rig tension's presumably a little adrift.
yeah, like Bucko, even if it is just a hill step that's broken, it managed to lash it. It'd be playing in their head, right? Like the whole time.
You just got to give it a go.
Just got to give it a go.
He's he'll be.
Bingley starting to move on Smeg a bit.
Yeah, the Bingley's making yards. That's completely correct, Steve. Big Pete Harris swinging it down. They do have a bit of RM there.
Just gonna wait for the Noakes to go past me here, just over on my left-hand side. We'll shoot up to the top mark and try and
We
get these
can
guys.
stay in front of the Barroway, can we, this time, do you think, or we're going to go around the back? We might stay on the Barroway axis from in front, is what interesting.
See the whites of their eyes. Is that what you want to
I want to see that. I want to see that. I think the viewers want to see it too, mate, so...
So I could be going back to Double Bay, dropping you blokes off and running straight back to my hidey hole. If it goes a bit Willy Wonka. So Bingley tacking before the Smeg, so it's going to be a close one here. Winning group appearing to be third, so...
Bingley first around, I'd say.
Yeah, the Bingley will lead. The Smeg just patient, just waited, didn't want to attack early and infringe. Happy to just keep it upright and stay clean.
Yeah, I've just got to get... I just want to make sure that I've got an exit strategy, Bucko.
I know.
I don't want to be the result of something not happening.
Oh, and the Smeg's forward down. And the Bingley having trouble, but no, both boats.
Bingley's away, the Smeg, no, the Smeg! Wow!
So there you go, big puff, and they got in a hurry. Not like them. Now the winning group's got a challenge here.
Very unprofessional. And
Wow,
they
just got the puff at the wrong time.
They
tonight.
did. It's unreal, isn't it?
Yep.
So the Smeg around second up, there now, upside down. Winning group moves into second. Noakes coming up to bear away in third, and look who's
And a lull. Look
is
at, well,
the bait that we suspected might have some damage.
yeah.
Is the Asco, but it just got to go around the back of the Smeg. Ilby just ripped it away at the mark. And the
Puff coming in now.
Noakes got it away.
Tail enders are going to have trouble here.
Asco wheeling it away. Vintex next around.
Oh. Big puff.
Yep.
The Ilby just living. About to have an interview with a cruising boat. Oh, oh, what could go wrong? Get that one, Chits? Wow. Cruising boat oblivious.
Dalzotto and Armarine Pitwater next around. And that's, I think that's pretty much so our
Smeg
fleet.
doing what we call a Russian roll.
Yeah,
riding with the mast
straight over.
upright.
And they've got broken trap lines on this starboard side, just seeing them flop around.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, our Royal Oak Hotel,
Oh, and the Ilby just
Ilby.
ate it. Maybe not. Couldn't save that, could you? Sorry guys, not on screen, or not away in the distance, shall we say, the Ilby. They've saved it, don't know how. No idea how.
just got the drone chasing off down after the fleet. We're not going to go all the way down, is the comms I got early from our tech director, which is fine. The drone can go down and do that part for us. Just got
Drama.
the Asco there going across the screen. The Asco currently in third.
The
The
Ilby.
Ilby just making friends this whole way down the run. Another unsuspected boat just ripping straight across the front of them. That's the problem with a lot of these boats that are out for pleasure on Sydney Harbour. Like, you know, we definitely don't have exclusive rights. What we do, you know, like we sort of expect the spectator boats to do their thing for
it's
us.
been going on for a long time, so
And
you've just got
Ilby
to...
finally ate the dust.
After living in great danger for the last 2 minutes.
Just had a few
Come on, mate.
Wahoos going past there with the kitchen maker in the background. Darren wants to use that for his, maybe a screenshot on his webpage for Kitchen Maker. I'm sure Darren's watching somewhere in the world, no doubt.
Travelling with the Vintech
Yep.
and the Ilby awkward spinnaker.
Yes, this is...
That's a long swim, that one.
Just waiting on the Armourine pit water to go past. The appliances line is finally back upright for those at home, just off Steel Point there.
We're riding with the Vintech, sorry, with Armourine, looking comfortable.
Armourine just going past Simon Byrne.
And they had lived dangerously also. Let us tell you at the bottom mark, it's going to be winning group by the look of it.
Yes, that's right.
There's a red boat upside down there, which I assume would be the Noakes group, correct?
I think so.
So, looks like the first boat around will be the winning group, John Winning Jr., followed by Bing Lee, Mick Elaine. And third is that boat that we thought wasn't going to race, Asco. So,
Correct.
yeah, so we're just going to wait here off Steel Point. And Asco, eat it. So they're not going to go around third. There you go, the commentator's curse strikes again, Bucko.
Yeah.
So the next boat is, Bucko, help me out. How do you say that one?
It's wine-saving technology, Vintech.
There you go.
They've lived dangerously, but lived. Wow, well that was living dangerously, that leg steamer, wasn't it?
Well, that's right. I mean,
Spectator boats, big puffs.
and that bear away, they just were not ready for it. The Smeg mob, they just... No wonder the trap wires broke, because they ended up with about 20 feet in front of the boat.
Yep.
Well, that's what happens.
So you just got to sort of pick your spot, don't you, steamer, and get the boat in on top of you a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Got to wait for the front of the... They were trying to bear away exactly on the front of the puff, which...
Well, yeah, trying to get inside the
Trying to
the first boat, so
trying to hurry up.
paid the price.
Paid full price.
So first around the bottom mark, winning group, then Bing Lee. Third around is Vintech. Fourth is the Kitchen Maker.
Fifth Armourine, sixth
Fifth is going
Dalzotto.
to be, wait for him to dial up and then I'll say their
Yes,
name.
they're right. You're safe, Jimmy.
Armourine Pitwater. And Dalzotto, young Jack Sprague is coming in.
Speaking of the former leader, Smeg's just got upright and got going and reset the chute at the top mark with a nice wine glass. Full leg behind though.
But as we've seen with the winning group before, Bucko, anything could happen, and
A three-lapper in this, and there's plenty of racing yet to go. You'd tend to favour the Bing Lee here, but only marginally.
What? Yeah. I can put the curse on both of them if you like. Okay, just going to turn uphill here for a sec while we bring this drone in. Help Dylan out. And so, to the left of screen there, you got the winning group. John Winning Jr., Sevy Jarvin, Sam Newton currently leading, with Bing Lee closely following behind in second. They've got Mick Elaine, Pete Harris and Scotty Babbage. So, you got a lot of the old Colour 7 crew, well, not Colour 7, gotta love it 7. Colour 7, you're sitting right here. But
So last century, James, so last century. Have a look here who's coming at us. The Smeg.
okay, just to the left of screen there, you got the Smeg hammering downhill. They'll be down there bottom mark in under a minute. They keep the...
And you would still not put a podium as beyond them from here.
No, I wouldn't, mate. You can see one of the crew inside the boat just trying to sort out those trap lines.
Trap wires. Yeah, that's a major
A
problem.
bit of bit of maintenance down the run.
Net 1, Pearl 2.
Net 1, Pearl 2, as we say.
So currently on track we have Winning Group leading, we've got Bingley in second. Bingley's gone opted for an early tack. Third, Vintech. Fourth, the Kitchen Maker. Fifth, probably Armourine Pittwater. We'll just hook on to the Bingley here and we'll follow them up until they tack and come back at the Bingley, and we'll see which is the favoured side here, Steamer. What do you think?
I think it's pretty even, this breeze. I think it's just about boat speed and sailing your boat fast, and Appliances to me is just doing better than Bingley. I mean, this boat to me has been the fastest all day. But
he looks fast, and he's in the squall here. Big little squall, full inversion, but nice looking mainsail. Plenty of twist.
Plenty of chubby.
Chubby checker. Welcome. Oh.
Wee. That's a teabagging.
That's okay. Better to teabag than not.
Exactly. You see Big Petey Harris arm over his head there, just trying to get every last little bit of weight out, which helps Scotty pull that weight on it. Nice little lift there.
But definitely on minimum tack strategy and waiting for the lull to tack, I think, as well. So just a little refuge on the edge here.
There you go. They're going for the tack.
It's not the best, but it was safe enough. So a bit of getting into the fatigue territory now for these crews. They've been on the water for at least an hour and a half, and
The Winning Group has opened up quite a substantial lead here, guys.
yeah. But Jimmy, safe lead. Remember, it's 3 minutes.
Yep. So just got
Wow,
coming
and
around to his left, picking
More
up
wind where the camera cat is. I wouldn't want to be at the windward mark right now, in fact, Jones.
No.
Pressure very solid, and a Winning Group pretty ordinary tack in the puff. Struggling to get the bow back down again. Okay, they got going again.
yeah, it's a comfortable lead.
Yeah, but no least comfortable in this steamer, really, is it? It's like... Interesting at the top mark, says Chittenden. Correct. Look at this, though.
So
A little bit more pressure
just put our
on the
drone
edge
up
here.
in the sky. We just ran uphill a little bit to put the drone up, and it's struggling to get uphill at the moment.
Winning Group struggling to stay intact here. Too much jib on, got to ease the jib. But this is a little more built, a little more than we thought. So the bear away will be a very dangerous thing.
Just hope they all went to church on their way down.
I wait for the lull. Wow, that's solid.
What do you think that puff was?
The front
Staying
edge,
for every part of.
front edge, every bit
it's
of
20.
25. Just calmed down a little bit now, so they might just be fortunate here.
This gives me a little exit strategy here. Try and get the whites of their eyes for chits with the camera.
No, he's right. He's in a nice little lull.
Yeah.
No, he's
One
not.
here,
Yes,
one
he is.
here.
Oh no, he's got a big puff now.
There's a good one there. There's a squall, a big one.
Still got plenty of bang on. No, he's got it done.
Fair
Good.
away. Well done. The Winning Group leading the way there.
Wow. Ooh, more low cloud coming. Sign it's probably going to get windier.
Just get Pat the
Rather
camera around to
than-
his
rather
left
than
and we'll pick up
lighter.
the Bingley. Winning Group comfortably getting their spinnaker up.
Bingley on a skinny low, but low. I think breeze has gone back to the left a little bit actually, Jones. So not what we perhaps was in the model or anticipated, but
Winning Group Wahine Cruise Chase boat going down.
the
Bingley, as you see, getting it into
20,
weather.
plenty of wind here.
Picking their spot, finding a lull.
Just got to find a lull, guys.
So, you know, it's not always about just getting to that turn mark and ripping it away. They've picked their spot, they're away.
and kept the black carbon thing upright, mate.
Yeah, the nutrition's starting to really come in. I mean, look at the gap between all these boats now. It's
The
really...
nutrition steam of the attrition.
Yeah, well,
Nutrition, that comes in later, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
With the
They're
colour
gonna-
of amber.
they're going to need something.
Yeah.
So Vintech, for the viewers at home, they're currently in third on the racetrack, and we'll get Bucko to keep an eye on them while we chase down Bingley Winning Appliances battle. And Kitchen Maker and Armourine. So just looking behind me quickly, you've got Vintech will be rounding in third, just trying to get out of the way of the Royal Oak Hotel. Vintech around comfortably there in third.
Winning.
Armourine, Pittwater, and the Kitchen Maker be close there for fourth.
Just looking at the lead of the winning group, had to take avoiding action around the spectator boat. Not too comfortable. Only a wind down the bottom of the track by the look of it. Bing Lee lining up to jibe. Winning group in the left a shot. Bing Lee lining up to jibe on shot now. And well done, guys. Nice and safe on the face of a good pup too. So they look like they're lined up pretty well for the drop at the bottom.
Wahine crew on this Bucko.
Oh, fabulous action.
I'd be out enjoying Sydney Harbour too.
Yeah.
A new light in Musto wet weather gear right there. Didn't realise G-string could do reserve, but off we go.
Different three strings on Sydney Harbour.
What would I know, indeed.
Riding down here with the Bing Lee.
And the winning group conservative drop in the foreground, leading the race. Bing Lee still pressing pretty well.
Is
Winning
there a
group.
problem on the winning group?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
bit of a problem on
they
the
have.
tack line by the look of that.
They lost their sheets.
No, no, I'm not sure. I think they were going to do a jibe and drop, and now, sorry, jibe and reset, and I'm not sure. But anyway, very conservative.
I think it could have been the tack line. I think he
Bing Lee coming in
He
hot.
yeah.
Pretty close here by the end of that. But as we've noted, it's probably not about being the fastest, it's about being the safest to some degree. So Bing Lee,
Jibe just into not enough pressure there. They may have another jibe.
Oh.
Two amongst them here. All jumping in the bottom of the boat to try and soak it down.
the old run square. No, just going to do a conservative drop. That's probably not too bad, Jimmy.
Well, I think you got it, right? As you were just saying, like, yeah, you got to err a little bit on the side of caution.
Big bit of wind coming off Bilson Park headland. And they've got the shoot away perfectly. Now, yeah, they're in good time. Quick dial up now. Let's go. So we're travelling with winning group. Bing Lee got the job done.
Just got our drone flying over towards the Vintech in third spot.
So it's a yacht race.
These two are compressed up. Vintech with a jibe, and they're going to have a nice little cruise boat in the way here. Over to your right. Just got to back up a little here. Got the Bing Lee coming at us 8 miles an hour. Sorry, boys.
Well done, Jones. Yeah, and
So-
another little bit of squirt coming down the course proper.
So they're doing the right thing by not really following.
Well, yeah, I tend to think that breeze is starting to go back to the right a touch.
Yeah, no, the breeze been back quite right, Sam. A breeze back basically to the you know,
Yeah.
model prediction here. Dead set subtly.
Just on Marine here, coming into the bottom mark. So Vintech, our third place getter, just going around the. Oh, I'm not going to say it. I've done it, have I? So they're going past the bottom mark, still trying to get the spinnaker down, which is the right thing to do. They haven't tried to just round up at the bottom mark with the spinnaker halfway up the mast. So might have a knot in the halyard, which it looks like they've sorted, and then they'll spin the wheel. So Armourine Pittwater will probably.
Oh, he's a
round here in
capsize.
third.
Yeah.
The Kitchen Maker coming around in fourth.
That looks like a tide capsize on the Oak there.
My word.
Okay.
It's on the Kitchen Maker, dropping their spinnaker. So Vintech did round in third with Armour in fourth for the players at home. And the winning group has opened up substantially there on the Bing Lee for the lead at the moment. Just doing some management there with our drone and where it is. Just on the Bing Lee on screen here in second place. You've just seen the winning group over in the background of them. Just going to have the ASCO flash before our eyes shortly. Just jived off Milton Beach there on the Rose Bay side of Nelson Park. There they are, flying downhill. And Yandu following closely behind. So whatever that issue was on the ASCO obviously isn't terminal.
Yep, and for the viewers, the Smeg, who was making up yards pretty promptly, has had another visit to the riding lever. So that count them out of the possible podium. And a bit of attrition all round, really, isn't there?
Yeah, the boys would be glad to see this one over.
So the Bing Lee just taking their sort of run out of runway there. They're just waiting for the drone to come down. We'll go and get up amongst the action a bit. Just got the Noakes group. Sean is on with Sean Edpowles and Nathan Edwards. And they're just coming downhill. They've got a little bit of a rag going on their spinnaker just to get over the top of the Ilby. It's just recovering from a spinnaker. From a swim. Had their spinnaker up earlier on where we seen them. We was taken off to go up. I think what we might do, Chits, is just try and stay here on the winning group and the Bing Lee. Watch this race. It's a long way back to third. I think might even just try and stick with the winning group. Just behind the winning group there. In the background, we've got another one of these seaplanes that's going to go take off. That'd be a nice smooth ride up to Palm Beach today in one of them, wouldn't it?
It's not the ride up there, it's the problem, Jimmy. It's the ride home with your full stomach.
Yes. So we just get Pat, our camera operator, if he comes around to his left a little here, we'll pick up the winning group. So Pat drives a camera that's permanently based on what we call the Ronin on board. He's driving that for us and does a great job. There's the aft-looking little Sony camera looking back at people that need a lot of makeup for TV. So,
No, we've got great heads for radio, Jimmy. Come on.
absolutely, we've got great heads for radio.
There. And don't underrate us, all right?
Just picking up the winning group here.
Good look at the winning group. Full noise. In about 22 knots of wind right now. Splitting the atom a bit. Looks all right, though. Looks pretty nice.
You're sailing very well there. Herman or John Winning Jr. just looks like he's out for a casual Sunday sail, just standing down the back looking around very casually.
Yeah. That might change on the Barraway though, Jones, eh?
Yeah, I think lower the heart rate now just for the Barraway.
Yeah. Yeah, jib at full width, a fair bit of jib twist.
Just hold. You got the. So the seaplane taking off right behind us. So when you've seen Herman there just sort of pointing backwards, or John Winning Jr. pointing backwards, he was pointing to the other boys, just sort of saying we might have a problem with the Barraway with the seaplane that used the Barraway angle as their takeoff. We'll get right up behind these guys
Let's
for the
watch
Barraway
this.
and follow them down. What do you reckon, Bucko?
All good. All good. Yeah, they got a nice lull. They got to watch it. There's a big puff coming. But well judged.
Well played.
Yeah. And they will be one jibe here, so far short jibe finish.
That's it.
Subject to incidents, Jones. What could go wrong from here?
What could possibly go wrong? Well,
Wood square.
this definitely opens a commanding lead for them in the overrules, right, Bucko?
Yeah, it's good.
Getting a lot deeper.
Yeah, they're getting a lot deeper. They're getting.
Yeah, good squirrel there to Bing Lee. They're away under maximum load. Just got it done, the second place getter. There we are.
Big lead around in second. Who's our third place at the moment? This is our third place over here. This big group over here off Milton Bay. Milton Beach, I should say. So still here on the winning group. Big lead's around. Big lead around. Spinnaker set on their way down to the bottom mark to the finish. Second place, so just here on the winning group. These guys will just be going about course management here. Right, Stephen, they'll just be...
Yep, it's all just go with the feel.
Yeah. And they're setting up to jibe,
They're just trying to
or just
save
trying to
as
fudge down.
deep as they can under Nelson Park right here in front of us.
Yeah, a bit.
Get into a bit of flat water. Get into a bit of flat water before you jibe. Pick it. There it
You
goes.
think he could jibe now? Yep. Pretty safely. Oh no,
Oh,
too much
no,
turn.
no,
Too much
no,
turn.
no.
Too much turn. And they'll sink.
Yep. He just
Came out a bit hot
He came out on a wind.
for the viewers. Yeah, just doesn't take much.
No, I mean that's.
Okay, we've got the drone currently in our boat that is upright.
So that will race lead.
So-
And that's just how simple that you can do it.
But as you can see, there's not a lot of rush here, guys, on the winning group. They know, the boat that's going to come in and lead is going to be Bing Lee, which isn't really a threat to them at the moment. They just want to get up and get a conservative finish here.
Yeah. Bing Lee coming on the face of a good squall, and they'd be in some state of nerves about the jibe, I would suggest, Jones, but they're not going to lay. But wow, it's windy.
They're going to tense up, you reckon, Bucko?
Hey, no. Oh, they've been very good today, mostly, except for the getting the halyard stuck in the jib. They look quite calm, but that's plenty of wind.
Look at the puff they're on there, Bucko.
Yeah, that's above 25, so that's above the limit for these boats. With that chute size.
They're deep-powered spinnaker.
Yeah. Whoa. Amazing.
Well,
They're just outside the puff now. He will get the opportunity to jibe. So that's a bit of good fortune, if not good planning. Just got out of the puff to jibe, so pretty happy with that.
no, that was well done. They outrun the
Basically,
puff.
There's a wind speed where you can't jibe. They weren't quite in that much wind, but it's impossible to leave the end of the wing, uprange. Really, really uprange. As you think from just a bit uprange, wow. Back into the puff and off they go. So there we go. The old hands, shall we say, to some degree there.
Well done, Bing Lee.
Got around.
Very well done.
Nico did a bloody good job there. Nobody else around yet. And
So
head back up, and like there's no other boat around at the moment around the top mark, so it's quite a convincing win and Bing Lee has just jibed swim after the finish, which is fine. Nil penalty.
they got the bow facing the right way and the mast in the right place.
Correct.
But-
So well done to to the boys on Bingley. Nico, Pete and Scotty, well done. We're just going to duck up and we'll hang with the current second boat on course, which is the winning group, which is getting it upright. Our third place boat is currently around, which is Armarine Pitwater, looking up the course, closely followed by Vintech.
Let's go and visit the winning group and see how they're going. They're trying to get upright. Too windy nearly to get it out of the tide where they are. They might have been well advised to drop the mainsail in the water and sail to the finish under jib alone.
Some ugly waves here. Wow.
Yeah.
That dive boat, yeah, won't say it on screen, but
No. This is
not a
a
fan of mine.
G-rated show, Jimmy.
I am not a fan of his, and he's not a fan of mine for other reasons. The guy
Wow.
is a pelican.
So, for the viewers, wind above 25 now, and the podium guys coming down on the face of a very solid bit of wind.
So
Wow.
the winning group trying desperately to get their boat up here.
But pretty
on
hard.
screen.
Very tough.
Very tough job, as Bucko's explaining. You've got Armarine Pitwater jiving.
Oh, he won't get that done.
He won't get that
No.
done.
No, both
Vintech.
capsized. Both
Come on.
capsized at the same time up there.
So the current
Second and
boat
third.
on course upright.
The winning group might get going here. They're doing a good job. They're at a very awkward place here.
So
Jib-
out of that
jib
peloton that was chasing, the kitchen maker was the only one to successfully complete that jibe.
Memo to winning group, not enough jib sheet off yet. The kitchen maker's done the job. Wow, that's great. And guess who's still up there upright? The Smeg. Hey, how about that?
Yeah.
How about
That's the
that?
Asco in the background, up way off in the background, just jibing. So we still don't have a second place across the line at the moment. The winning group second on course, but they've got to get in the boat and get the thing going.
And try this one for a bit of lactic acid. Too much jib on
Too much bang on.
and too much bang on probably. Bow won't come up. Maximum exertion.
So
Yeah, got
let's
to get
go
some more
chase
bang
that
off, I
kitchen
think.
maker. What do you reckon?
Well, see if he can get
We're
another
on
job
on
done.
with the drone.
They're halfway up, they're up. Yep. Trim it onto the end of the wing, they can get going again. Good work. The kitchen maker got one jibe away from winning the race. The Smeg behind them in second.
Is it Jordan, Lachlan and Tom?
Sorry, Asco. I always thought it was the Smeg, it's the Asco.
No, the Asco.
Unbelievable.
What we thought was a broken boat going home, maybe not.
Oh, these blokes have got it. Good
Get
work.
through, get out on that wire and get there.
Back of the
Kitchen maker.
bus. Back of the
Back
bus.
it up.
Yeah.
Hanging on for a second. Well, come on.
A first, mate. A first.
A second. Bing Lee's first.
Thing leads
Oh,
first.
Lee, sorry, yes, of course.
Was that long ago,
It
Bucko?
was that long ago, you're right. That's great effort from them.
So the kitchen maker, again, another solid crew, a crew that sails together each week. So well done to them, the kitchen maker. Home in second, so I'm sure Darren, wherever he is probably 5 o'clock in the morning. He's probably having a quick little nip of something, having a bit of a cheer at the TV.
And the winning group coming down to finish now.
We'll get Pat to come around to his right on his camera.
the
We'll pick
chute
up the
back
winning
up.
group and Asco.
Let's go at full
Winning
noise.
group.
Oh, they're going to go again.
Albeit pear-shaped.
Near enough.
They get a third, which is great for their overalls, and Asco coming home with what we're not sure what
They
was
won't
on.
get that wine glass out.
No, that's one for the rigging park, mate.
That's
And
a
then
beauty,
Asco home in fourth, so
Amazing. Sorry, Smeg's still at the top mark.
Dalzotto's coming down. I'm happy just to sit here. I am drowned. I decided to take the option of no wet weather pants today.
Bad
Maybe
call.
doing that again. So we'll just get Pat to pan around. Young Jack Sprague's just jiving the Dalzotto machine,
Beautiful job.
bringing the Dalzotto home.
Oh,
Get back in the bus, get out
no.
on the wing. Do anything.
Get
Get
out.
that bow lifted.
Back of the bus, son.
I don't know what the
Jesus.
guy's doing forward at the moment. It's not where you want to be.
A bit of square running, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Pole back.
No problem.
The Dalzotto machine coming home for a well-deserved fifth. As I said, I'm taking quite a liking to these guys. I think they're a bunch of young guys, and that's what we want in the sport. And they're really, Jack apparently wasn't a skipper, and he's decided to take the helm. And then we got the Smegglers is going to be our next finisher in 7th.
6, surely. Too many fingers in my hole.
I don't know. 6. All right, let's go with 6.
Well, they've been on the fin a couple of times, still got 6th.
Yeah,
Like I said, if they hadn't had a second swim, they would have definitely got a podium. So.
correct. The Smeg is coming down here 100 miles an hour. One of the greatest sights you ever see on Sydney Harbour is an 18-foot skiff, fully wicked up. Didn't matter what era the 18s came from.
Trouble, Judge, these guys are fierce. I'm not going to say not quite so young anymore.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Not so young anymore because they're tough boys, but 2 races back to back often eludes them. They won the first race pretty convincingly, but usually mix the great with the not so great, as they have in the second race today. So not sure why that is, but
Well done to the Smeg. Good job. But Bucko, I can't help but thinking, the winning group, they're starting to really firm for me. I've said that a while back. The Smeg, the winning group, Bingley and Asco, and obviously the Finport when Keegan and Matt and Charlie all get back from wherever they are. Like, is the Finport doing that well? They finance the crew to go on a holiday for crew team building skiing in somewhere. Is that what Keegan does with them?
just paying attention to the knee cartilages, mate.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but as you've observed, mate, the consistency is scratchy, and Smeg's, probably on average the most consistent, but as I said, they do have a bit of trouble sticking 2 back to back. Finport probably equally consistent, same guys every week more or less, but not here for the first 2 weekends of the Australian, so we'll see, but there's a bunch of boats all good on their day, but nobody really stamping authority I don't see.
No. And what do you see out of it, Steamer? What's your take?
Well, I mean, today's was all in those bearaways. That capsize there from Michael was just trying to get inside the other boat and not watching what he was doing.
Just getting in a hurry, mate.
That's right, and the one with Herman, he just put the boat too far up into the wind after the jibe, and it just fell over.
Yep.
So that was just a simple capsize, which should never really happen, but it does. And that's the thing with these boats. There's a bit of luck involved as well as skill.
Yeah, and jibing at full noise is, if you practice it 1,000 times, it's easy, but only a small amount of error on the guy holding the steering stick.
Oh yeah, no.
It's all over. So,
And there was only, there was about 5 degrees in that helm. It was just too far.
yeah. And they came out of the jibe, tipped over with the end of the boom touching the water.
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
spells trouble on every occasion.
Yep.
And the heel angle indicating the bow was up a little bit too far, and being on the boom in the water didn't help the cause.
Well,
Never going to rescue that.
yeah.
Not in that wind speed.
Just seeing appliances online. Just about to cross the finish line. So then, The rest, just for the viewers at home, everyone else is upside down, trying to get their boats upright, and So
There it stages the bottom. Well, troops, that's it from us on the Capricat today. I hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. A good steamy little southerly on Sydney Harbour. Thank you to Chips, all the technical guys, John Stanley, Joan Fury. Same time next week.
thanks, Bucko.
Capricat standing
Thanks,
by.
Steamer.
Okay, thanks, boys.